MS Live. I'm your host, Dulci Hill, and let's see, I want to talk about running late. It's all right. Let me just share this because that's what I do. All right. Okay. Let me see. Okay, now we're live. We are live. We're running late because of low energy. All right. How many people? Let me put my hair back because I can't stand how it's sloppy. But that's all right. I'm looking at me. That's only because you're not here yet. Until I see people here, I'll stop looking at myself. Isn't it true that we spend more time looking at ourselves and being critical of ourselves than we do other people. Other people get a pass. Hi, Maureen. Now I can look at you, Maureen. It is good. I don't want to look at me. How was it? I think if I can look down here, I'm looking at you. All right, I gotta stop. I gotta stop looking at me. All right, so I want to share with you. Hi, Karen. Not yet. Not yet. It's not. We're all not here, but I think that we're all running late, right? Hi, 7 stars. You know what? The Lord did lead you to us because it's not my channel. It's important you know that this is I'm only here because of the Lord, and you know what? You will be fed from other people. You'll hear exactly what the Lord wants you to hear, and it might not be from me. All I am I hold the room. I dedicate myself to holding the room. What's your name? 7 stars. Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, and I'm gonna have to say a prayer on that one. It's Sarah. Seven. Oh, my name is Sarah. I'm sorry. Did I tell you I have MS? This is the MS channel. All right. Sarah is with us, and she has a name. All right, because I haven't had any energy, and I want to tell you that we've got two channels going on. We have D, and we have Maureen attending, and we have just a number of people attending on Facebook. So we have the Facebook Live channel, and I got an itch. Yeah, an itch right here. Hi, Melissa. By the way, Melissa, and then we have YouTube. So we have two channels going on at once. All right, let me scoot up there. So, on Facebook, because we're running slow, D let me know instead of taking Ritalin, taking Provigil, taking energy stuff that supposedly gets us motivated. Wait, I just all right, this year she said that 4C, all right, if you can see that backwards, all right, I know this is 4C and it's backwards. I was looking, there goes, all right, 4C, it's backwards. It's an energy drink, it's loaded with caffeine, it's called Energy Rush natural drink with taurine, lightly carbonated. And I will tell you the problem with this is Dennis, the only problem with this for those natural people is that it's got let's see, sodium benzoate, caffeine, natural flavor. It has sucralose. And what is sucralose? Sucralose is the yellow stuff, uh, right? Sucralose is the yellow stuff. But anyway, it's energy, okay? And what you're supposed to do, I'm going to do it. So we're going to see if it works. All right, I'm going to say a prayer in a minute. Okay. All right, so you put it in here. You just stir it up, and we're going to see if this works. All right. All right. Do I have more energy at the end of this? So it's an experiment. The secret. Well, let's talk about cognitive issues. All right. First of all, let me say a prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, I ask that you use my words. Less of me, more of you. Use my words. Work through everybody who is here, who is watching, who is participating. Work through us to meet the needs of other people that you brought here. Um, I'm nothing but your humble servant. I have nothing but a tool for you, and let me be humble, and let me be an instrument of thy peace. In Jesus' name I give thanks. Amen. All right. Okay. So first is I'm going to try this, and we're going to see if it works. All right. Because I've had MS for 30 plus years, normally you're not supposed to have an experiment like doing this unless you pre-plan your experience. It's experiment. It's a non-scientific experiment. All right. How do you pre-plan? All right. So I'm looking at a lot of copious amounts of water. I'm gonna drink the water. I'm also finishing my cup of coffee that I have collagen powder in there. Why? Because, you know, God knows who I am. God, forgive me for vanity. Forgive me because I'm getting old and everything, I can't afford a facelift. So, all right, I'm getting off topic. So you can see, Sarah, that cognitive difficulties come because of a number of reasons. All right. Okay. So they come with an. All right. I'm gonna hold that thought. Let me finish. Energy drink. When you've had MS, this one pre-planning. Stop it. Thank you, PJ. All right. Pre-planning. If I'm gonna drink 12 ounces of energy drink, having MS this long, what is my job? I'm supposed to strap on a extra big diaper because it's 1 hour, and you guys know how it sneaks up on you, and it's like you stand up and it's like, oh, you get a number of factors, you start getting dizzy. So you have a number of things going on. So a pre-plan, get your energy drink, get your diaper, and let's see. Okay, now we're talking about, hi Karen, now we're talking about cognitive issues. Cognitive issues, there's a number of factors that affect concentration. Number one is the ability to think about it, is to stay focused on one topic, right? It's the deer in the headlights. It's talking to you guys about a certain topic like energy drinks, and all of a sudden going off on cognitive function, reading. Hi, Jane. Reading. Your name's popping up. More and more people are jumping in here, and all of a sudden being it's like the old needle on the vinyl record, right? All of a sudden the needle jumps, it skips. So somehow we get to tape a penny on the back. Am I aging myself? On the back of the needle, the needle. We've got to tape a penny. How do we do that? We practice staying focused. We practice reading a book with no, just reading a book. Praying without falling asleep, without answering the phone, without looking at her phone, without so much of it is discipline. It's discipline to try to stay focused. It's talking to people and listening to every word they say. Hi, Susan. And hi, Nikki. Oh goodness, we're getting a lot of YouTube people, uh, which is wonderful. Okay, so so far we've talked about energy drink. All right, so I'm still drinking it. And factors that contributed to cognitive difficulties. So you know what? You know what, Sarah? You gave us the topic. So all right. So half of it, of what? Hi, Stephanie. Half of what contributes, I'd say half of what contributes is the ability. We'll be talking to somebody, and all of a sudden we'll lose the word. We can't find a word, right? The way, hi Jada, the way we practice, because memory, all right, cognitive, say that 3 times fast. Cognitive function is like a rubber band. It's like a rubber band. The more stressed we get, the tighter the rubber band is, and the less likely we're going to be able to make that rubber band work. We have to be relaxed. We've got to be relaxed, all right? So what we have to do is we have to practice. Meditation. Not that I do any of this because I'm a hyper person. I can't even. Another dichotomy. How can you be a hyper person with exhaustion, with MS? I'm telling you, it's hell. It's hell. It's hell. I can't even take a nap because I'll close my eyes. My body will say, "You're just too tired to sleep." My brain will say, "Oh my gosh, you need to paint the hallway, this room that you're sleeping in needs to be." I go off on tangents, right? So I can do that in my sleep. So I got to tell you, all right, all right, brain fog. You know what? It is so good. We're talking, Susan. We're talking about brain fog. All right, and you guys are really contributing. Melissa says that she's supposed to be writing for therapy, and this is a really good focusing exercise for those of us spazzes, right? For those of us who were Ritalin kids without Ritalin early on. All right, what is good when you're too hyper to meditate, to listen to music, to read the Bible, to read a book, and to stay focused. You read the same sentence over and over again, right? Because I think that when you, hi Lisa, when you have, I think if you are born at any point and you're living in the society, it's hard to function. And Jane's with us. It's true. Jane says she can't even read a book. I read the same sentence over and over again sometimes, and I'm so hyper. And what Melissa is contributing is an exercise to uh, keep us focused, to discipline ourselves. Muscle memory is to write, right? Uh, uh, Writing therapy, she says. Uh, and if you write, in fact, you write. I've been writing a book for 2 years because I keep rewriting the same sentence. I have that. If you notice, I've got a whole catalog on how to write well, strunk and white, all this stuff. But you can see, I'm like a chicken. I'm getting off topic. All right, so keep me on topic. Hi, Tim. Uh, Audiobook. You believe it or not, I can't do audiobooks. Audiobooks, and I've tried to do audiobooks, but audiobooks, I start doing stuff. And I focus on doing things. So audiobooks, can't do it. All right. So each person is made with special gifts and special limitations, and you've got to find what's right for you, to be disciplined, to be disciplined, to concentrate. Some people do a crossword puzzle, all right, and so you can have a Monday crossword puzzle every day of the week because they get progressively harder. So you can do crossword puzzles. I love Jeopardy. I like playing Jeopardy. And what and Daniel, I know you're talking about physical limitations we get having advanced MS, or even having progressive MS, different types of MS, that the nerves are so damaged that we need physical therapy, right? So, all right. Hi, Chung. Okay, so as much as I appreciate that, and it's a different topic, and I'm trying to demonstrate how we can work with cognitive function. We have to be disciplined to stay on topic. All right, we can be disciplined with staying on topic by doing something that we have the most success for staying on that topic. For instance, it. I can do an audio book only if I'm gardening, only if I'm doing something repetitive, uh, uh, which is hard with MS because you get bored and you want to do something else. All right, so okay, all right, couple things. You can write, right? If you can't write, if you can sit down and draw. I know a lot of us have difficulty drawing, right? But if you can sit down with a piece of paper and a pencil and just keep let your mind wander and then go back to what you're drawing and slowly concentrate only on drawing. Keep bringing it back. And they say meditation. That's how you coloring. Gina's talking about coloring. And knit, and she also advises knitting or crocheting. I can't do knitting or crocheting because my some of us can't do that. All right. Okay, all right. I am okay. So you do that. There is also, I know, for those of us Bible thumpers, there's you version. It is, you can do a Bible study a day, and it's just it's having the discipline of doing this Bible study. You can do that. You can do that to remain focused. Uh, let's see. So one of my favorite things to do is go to the gym and meet new people. I meet somebody new in the locker room every day. My thing is names. I ask them names. What's your name? Where are you from? Every day I meet somebody new. All right. But guess what? And I preface it, preface it with I have memory problems. And that's fine. So what I do is I say, yesterday I met somebody at the pool that I never met before. Her name's Heather. Heather normally swims at 5 in the morning. I said to her, "Oh my gosh, are you new here?" She says, "No, I normally swim at 5 in the morning." 5 in the morning. I said, 5 in the morning. 5 in the morning, you're supposed to be checking your eyelids for holes. 5 in the morning. Oh my gosh. And she wasn't that young. She was almost an age contemporary. I think she's a little younger than I am. But so I met her, and there was there was a gal with an accent that I've known for about a month, and her name's Julia. And she has an accent. And I said, Julia, where were you born? She says, Italy. I said, Italy. I asked you this before, and I asked you your name. She says, you did. And I said, all right, I'm going to ask you again because it was like, forgive me, because I always say, forgive me. Let me talk to you. Then I usually hand out one of my bookmarkers uh, that talks about how I'm working, how I'm trying to be disciplined. So all the things that I have to do. Hey, by the way, this is helping me to focus. Have you noticed? Have you noticed that I've got more energy from the energy drink? All right, again, you know what? 4C was cheap. $5 for 20 of them. $5 for 20 of them. All right, it's 4C. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm gonna hold it up here for a while. It comes in different flavors, but works better than coffee, as you can see. It's loaded with caffeine, taurine, and we all have to thank uh, uh, Dee Dee. Dee Dee, if you're watching this later, thank you because you were an instrument of God's to help us find something that doesn't create a crash like Ritalin does, like the stimulants that the neurologist will give us. Okay, now let's get back. Let's get back to reasons for cognitive difficulties. You know what? The more tired we are, right? Okay, Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa. Hospitalized. I'll tell you what. All right, the more tired we are, the more stressed we are, the more we have things that are on our mind, the more stuff we have, uh, the less likely we're able to hold a thought, right? I'm telling you, hi Donnie, the more stressed we are, let me tell you something. The more stressed you are, the more you grind your teeth at night. For some of us, right? Yeah, the more you're you're trying to sleep at night, and you wake up at 3 in the morning, and you don't go to sleep till 5. You spend 2 hours, right, with your eyes closed, trying to get to sleep, thinking, thinking. That's the more stress because you're too. Guess what? You've got attention deficit disorder. How come? Let me ask you something. How come we are more tired during the day than we are at night? I want to know why is it? I think you become a vampire when you have cognitive damage. Sarah, you're sweet. Vanessa's talking about she's been hospitalized for treatment, and Vanessa, we love that you're here. Jane's leaving. See how you are, Jane? Jane's leaving us. But we got a lot of others here. Just let me finish. Okay, cognitive issues. All right, number one, we talked about energy. A lot of medications we take for MS or for anything. You'll take a medication and make you a little loopy. Yesterday, I took something. What did I take? I took something, and I'm telling you, I just was just loopy. In fact, my two neighbors are going for a walk. They're going for a walk. They're going for a walk, and I was looking, right, because I'm a deer in the headlights. I got the window in front of me. The other thing that I'll tell you with MS, I love. Okay, that's right. All right, Susan, thank you. Thank you. She's got a dentist appointment. Jane has a dentist appointment. Okay, another thing that we have to be aware of when we have, remember that rubber band I was telling you about? I learned that when I was going to school for teaching. The more frustrated you get, the less likely you are to remember. So you have to have a certain amount of success in order for you to want to do it again, right? Yesterday I was doing something I needed to do even though I didn't want to do. I went to the gym. Now, those of you who know me know I enjoy swimming. I like swimming a half a mile every day. But it's kind of like the meditation. It's like drawing. Unfortunately, when we have MS, when we have MS, we now have to go into the mode of repetitive habits. We got to program our body to be useful. So instead of swimming a half a mile every day, if I can do that every other day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I got a friend who said that she will hold my she'll hold my water therapy. That is, you can get the water therapy exercises through the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. They have water therapy. So she's going to hold that for me. And she did. You tie a noodle around your knee to get your dead knee to bed. You take enough baclofen, so you do what you're supposed to do. Not what is the most fun to do. Many of us would rather do push-ups than we would do squats, right? Squats suck. No, squats are awful. But guess what? When you have MS, when you have cognitive difficulties, the word is discipline, to do the things you don't want to do. If you don't have MS and you're watching this, you'll know this because in California, here's an example. In California, if you go down to Venice Beach, if you go down and you look at the bodies in Venice Beach, they're all strapping upper body. They all do bicep curls, tricep. They do all of that. but they don't do legs. So they all have bird legs, skinny little bird legs, but they've got killer abs because they do crunches. They so that is, in fact, we all should have a picture of a California Venice beach body on the wall. That's what we are. That's what everybody is. Because who wants to be disciplined to meditate? Who wants to be disciplined to draw? Who wants to be disciplined to sit there and breathe, right? Do the appropriate breathing, right? Breathe in through your nose, hold it, or breathe in for, let's see, a count of 4, hold it for a count of 5, and let it out for a count of 6. You do that all while you're looking at one thing. You're not letting anything come into your head, right? No thought. Every time a thought comes in your head, you push it out. Concentrating on breathing in for 4, letting your stomach fill up with air, holding it. And so that is a form of active meditation to get you disciplined that will help with cognitive function. So if you get good at that, then all of a sudden you try reading, and then when you get good at reading without any distraction, try reading when the television is on. All right, and not letting it. So you up the ante. You up, and it's high, Michael. It's kind of like I can get in the pool and I can swim a half a mile, which is easy, but it's not worthwhile. So when you pray and all of a sudden you fall asleep or you start thinking of things you need to do, it's a cognitive issue that shows that you're lacking, or we are lacking discipline. We're lacking discipline to stick to one thing. Good morning, Michael. It's been a while since I've seen you, and it's a blessing. It is a blessing. I'm glad you're here. But and we're talking about uh, cognitive function and what happens when we have senior moments. They say I'll have friends that are 80 and they'll say, "Oh, I'm having a senior moment." Dulci, wait till you get old. I'm like, "Oh, crumb. You mean it gets worse than this?" I said, "I hope you don't get MS, multiple sclerosis." But all right, so maybe you have a chemical low. Maybe you have medications that are affecting you. Maybe you're just a super hyper person like I am, right? And you need lots of projects. Um, you need you need discipline. There was more. All right, you need discipline. All right, well, I did an experiment, Michael. I got on and I was so tired, right? And then was recommended. God works through people, and then some Dee Dee here, who is a regular attender, she recommended we all try this. So what I did is I ordered $5 for 20 little, and you carry them with you in your glove compartment. So what I did was I had a full glass of water. Oh my gosh, I was a little intense. Ah, I'll mix it with my coffee. So I mixed it, and we've been watching me being disciplined enough to talk. So give me a thumbs up if you've noticed that I've had more energy. Or you know what? Say something on YouTube if you've noticed a difference from when I started. Uh, Again, the problem with getting more energy is it's easier. You been Michael? You've been watching a lot longer than. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. I like that you have full tan thumbs up too. Michael gave me and Gina. You know what? I like that. I like it better than Ritalin, which doctor gave me. I know what I took yesterday. I needed to have energy. I needed to have energy. Let's see. Okay, well, since last time I say please, okay. Hi, Davina. Okay, well, at the beginning of MS Live, I had a complete glass of water, and I poured this in, and I was kind of sleepy. And I said, let's watch and see if this affects me. Gina says, so let's see. So, this was a natural thing, except it has sucralose in it, and so if you want to get extra caffeine, it's got taurine in it. Let's see, vitamin C, vitamin B3, calcium, B5, B. It's loaded with B's. B5, B6, B9, B12. All right, and caffeine. I just you. All right. Okay, so Sarah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're talking cognitive function. All right, staying focused. Davina, you are so sweet. You are so. You know what? I have a feeling you guys think I'm pretty, and I think it's because you see in these sleepy brown eyes the love that God has for you, and He's working through me. I'm just a placeholder. It's your words it's your words. It's your words that bring us together and help each other. It is, and I am so humbled to be used in a way that all I have to do is show up, and I can come as I am. Although I do put on, I put my face on. I'm not doing anything with my hair anymore. You can see it's a mess. I swam yesterday, and you know, I ran out of time. Remember early on, I used to fix my hair. I used to. I don't care anymore. You know what? I don't care about necessarily how I look as much as I care about us all feeling great. Uh, uh, that's a called V3. All right. Gina is recommending a product by Vasayo. It's Vasayzo. It's called V as in Victor 3. So I don't know what that is. I don't know what it has in it. What does it have in it, Gina? You know what? I know I talk a lot about having you come on with me, and I say that I've got to figure out how to do that, but I'm not a professional, right? You see, people have fancy introductions. No, no, you know what? The fancier the show I have, the more of a focus is on me and I can't do it. I can't do it. It's the same way I don't ask for money. I don't earn an income for any of the products um, I recommend or you recommend. You know, it just early on I was told, gosh, you know how much money you will make if you have lots of followers and if you make it really professional looking. And I said, you know what? I am, my efforts are my tithing to the Lord. I can't make a dime from you guys. I can't make a dime for me to make my life easier unless I spread it out because it's not my show. Again, this energy drink was not I didn't come up with it, right? 4C invented it. D D D told me I needed it. I took it and it's helping, right? So why should I make a dime off that? I just don't think so. Um, so all right, the discipline with cognitive function. I will get this out before the top of the hour, right? What are the three? Because so much of our factors, discipline, right? Discipline to focus in on reading. Read the book. Put a book on your lap and read line and read the same line. In fact, it's good to have uh, the Bible study U version. It's good to do that because at the end you can answer questions. You gotta answer questions to find out if you were paying attention. It is. Oh, that is all right. Gina said that the V3 is coconut powder. This is what the product she recommended. It's coconut powder, green tea, maca, ginseng, and basil. That sounds good. That's all organic. That well, organic. Why do I say organic? It's all natural. I don't know if it's organic because I suppose you can spray poison on anything. I do. But you know what, Sarah, you ought to text me with or you know what, email me with your address, Sarah. Email me. My email is Dulci Jean DulciJean at gmail.com. All right. Just email me your mailing address because if you don't have a bookmark, which I don't think you do, I got to send you a bookmark. By the way, Michael, I changed the bookmark. It's more of a kinder. You know, I've got an edge to me. All right, cognitive function. Cognitive function. Okay, read a Bible study, reread any book of your higher power, reread the same scripture over and over again. Work on memorizing it. You know, it's kind of like the Romans 8:28. Worry about nothing but in everything through prayer and petition. Make your requests known to God, and may the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, guards our hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. Why do I know that? Why do I know that? Right? It was the discipline of reading it over and over and writing it down. When I went to school to become a teacher, to get something in your mind, to practice something. And this is true with exercise physiology, uh, with anything. If you write something down, I remember, they call me a liar, all right? And so if you're a teacher and you know it could be a different number, if you write something down 32 times, if you say it out loud, meaningfully, 32 times. And if you think about it, 32 times, it becomes part of your memory. All right? Do it every day for a week, 32 times. 32 times. And then once a month, 1 day a week, do it. Because it's as you age, I'd say once a week. But what all right, let's see, all right. Okay, so all right, so it's cognitive function, using the teacher's mantra, using that. Um, Let me see. All right, medication. We can't get around medication, but maybe we can overcompensate with that. Uh, Let me see. Exercise. We need. Hi, Mace. Mace is in the house. My Dulci. All right, Sarah Dulci. 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 All right, subscribe to my channel. All right, subscribe to this channel. You'll see Dulcie. In fact, if you Google in any search engine, put my name, Dulcie, Dulci, and put Jean, like in blue jeans. All right, it'll pop up. And all you have to remember is gmail.com. Gmail, everybody's got Gmail. Gmail, Gmail. You know. And so send me an email with your mailing address. I'll I don't know. All right. So Gina says, yeah, um, cognitive energy is effective a lot of times when we're tired. You ever notice towards the end of the day when people want to talk to you, and the more tired you are, the more you can't remember what you're talking about, and the less important the topic gets. It's like, you know, I don't have to. In fact, I got up this morning and I called my mom because I wanted to switch days with her, with somebody, and with an appointment we both go to. And I typically have Tuesday after this, and I said, it's just too much. Can I switch with you on Wednesday? And not as helpful as I'd like. Uh, and she's like, "Well, let me get your opinion on a something I wrote." And I like writing, and I'm like, "Mom, can I call you back in 10 minutes?" And she's like, "No, I got your brother to do it." I don't know. I don't know. So I'm thinking it's an invitation to be competitive, or it's thank you. It's like, yeah, oh, that's great, Mom. That's great. You got my brother to do it. It means I don't have to do it. Love you. I've got to go. I'm too tired. May says lethargic. You're feeling kind of sickly at the end of the day. Sickly, I think lethargic. Instead of lethargic, why do we feel sickly? I think it has everything to do with MS in that we spent something we didn't have. I talk to a lot of people. I talk to a lot of people who tell me that they they just get so tired and they can't do things the day after they've spent a lot of energy. So it's like, okay, yesterday I did 1 hour of physical therapy in the therapy pool. I did legs, I did squats, I tried to lift up my bad leg. Uh, I did so much stuff, right? And then my buddy Harriet, she left, and I decided I'm going to swim a half mile because it's relaxing. I can actually take a nap while I'm doing that. Swimming freestyle. So I did that. Today I'm really tired, but I don't give myself. I'm not allowed to be tired every other day because I'm too hyper in my mind. Um, and you say that, Mace. You say lethargic. So you feel blah, right? You feel blah. Some of us, at the end of the day, we're in a funk. I'd be in a funk, thinking that I want to do stuff today, and I don't have the energy. I've overbooked, right? And I've overbooked myself. And it's I was talking on the phone on Sunday with my best friend in California, and she says, "Do you know you describe all the symptoms of depression?" I said, "Yeah, is it depression?" Right? There's two types of depression. There's situational depression and there is clinical depression. Situational depression is when we're sitting on the couch, Mace. We're sitting there, we realize at the end of the day, we don't have the cognitive function to go out to trivia night, to converse with people, to stay on topic, and we don't have the energy to make dinner, to eat good, to focus, to buy fruit, to go to the store. We don't have that, and all of a sudden it's like, and we're not sleeping well, and there. She's like, you realize that's depression? I said, is it depression because you feel like your body's not as useful as you want it to be? Which would be situational depression. Everybody that sits there and say, I used to be able to run as a kid and I can't run anymore. And I'd like to run around the block. And I'm in a funk because I can't, right? I can't. Shoot, I can't walk without a walker. But again, I will tell you that the discipline on the cognitive discipline, the getting in the pool, and all of a sudden doing the physical therapy. I did not like that. That was not fun. It was necessary. But at the end, after 45 minutes of us working on that, uh, we started. I used to teach water aerobics. I used to teach that. So I'm telling Harriet what I used to do with water aerobics. She's doing it, and I'm trying to demonstrate it. I'm falling all over the place, but I'm having a hell of a good time. I'm jumping up and down, and I've got the noodle around my knee, so it's bending. My left knee is bending, and it's guess what? Untie that noodle at the end, and I was able to walk across the pool and back without falling, without being dizzy. What did that accomplish? All right, that is the result of being disciplined on doing things that involve balance and core stability, and it is a symptom of doing something that will benefit you It's a lot of people look at me and say, that physical therapy will eventually help. Guess what? When you have MS and you're in the swimming pool and you start jumping around, you work on balance and you work on bringing your knee up. Guess what? It works right away. Within the next couple hours, it will work. It will work. When you do a knee lift, an assisted knee lift, because your knee doesn't want to bend and you've had no backup bend to break the toe. You do assisted knee lift, right? You do that. And all of a sudden, your knee will bend on its own. And you don't know why, because your nerves are saying, no, you get a tree trunk. But all of a sudden, because you've done it manually, you've done that enough time, it'll do it on its own. Same thing with reading the same Bible passage over and over. Same thing with breathing, with the discipline of breathing, doing that. Hi, Jim. Think that you do that over and over and over again, and it's like the teacher's adage. It's if you do something 32 times, if you think about it 32 times, if you write it down 32 times, then it is, as Gina just put, it is training the brain. It is training the body. It's creating brain memory and muscle memory. It's also creating attitude memory, right? If we go about life and every time you hear something bad, you think, oh, that's awful, instead of looking at the good, the positives. It's like, yeah, that's terrible. But I mean, I passed a terrible car accident, and all these cars are on the side, and looking at looking at everybody and making that, it's like, oh, gee, that's bad, that's bad. Instead of looking at all the life-saving people pulled on the side, the nurses and the doctors and people pulled over because it was near a hospital. So there were experts who pulled over, and gosh, it was such a beautiful thing to watch people coming to each other's aid, and so that is training the brain to look at the positive. You do that so often, right? Mace, you say, is depression or lack of energy because of age or MS? I say MS is no different than premature aging. Right? People used to look at me at 30 and they'd say, how old are you? And I said, well, I'm 30 years old in a 72-year-old body, or I'm 72 in a 30-year-old body. I'm backwards, right? What is it, right? You know, you take Ditropan, you take the same medications that seniors do. Uh, Focus on the positive. Come to this MS Live. Work on loving those, or hearing those words that other people are participating in saying, that I'm reading there is, and hopefully I've said something today that hit you. So I'm gonna task you at the end of every MS Live, you have to do something new, something different, something to improve your life, something that change, right? Because the definition of insanity is people who keep doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. And we can't be insane. And if we accept MS to be a blessing, like Job, right? Like Job in the Bible, we have to look at it. Yeah, it's like a car accident. It's awful, but there's good things in it. Without MS, I might have a lot of money. I might be a self-made person. I might, who knows? I might not be here. Thank you for the time check, Karen. Hi, Frank, and Frank, it's all right. So we have to task you each to do something that is not insane. Do something different, and tell me on Thursday what you did different. All right. Well, I've given you lots of ideas. What I'm going to do is clean. I'm taking up sewing. I decided that I'm going to take all these old pants that are like corduroy, rip out the seams, and sew. I got to start doing that. So I'm doing that on the couch. My physical therapy. I'm going to do a little bit more of the physical therapy, the dry land stuff, and but besides that, let me pray us out because I know it's top of the hour. Actually, on YouTube, it's been 1 hour exactly. On Facebook, it doesn't tell me the time, but and I got a clock over there. So what I'm going to say is that hi Laura, it's at the top of the hour. We're signing off. So I'm going to say a prayer. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for everybody who participated today. Lord, may the words that I have said touch the lives, may be used to be fruitful for each person, to bring comfort, Lord, to bring discipline, and just to help improve our lives as we know it to be. Lord, help us to be better in you and not recognize that these things happen because of us, but these things happen because they brought everybody here to hear the words that you wanted them to hear. In Jesus Christ's name, I give thanks for everybody here. Amen. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May He shine his face upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you, his presence upon you, and give you his peace that's in Genesis. Anyway, I love you all. Please subscribe if you're follow me if you're on YouTube or on Facebook. And I will see you on Thursday. Bye.